My name is Steve McCauley. I'm running for mayor of Hartford, and I want you to understand and know that this election is going to be probably the most important election in Hartford's history. This will be the first election since the charter revision that the people of Hartford actually get to select who their next leader is going to be. And I wanted to take my 3 minutes to kind of set a tone, if you will, because there's going to be a lot of stuff said. Quite frankly, there's going to be a lot of mud slung, but you actually deserve better. This race has to be about the issues because our city's future is at stake here. We are literally at the crossroads of Hartford's future. There's going to be a lot of people talking about their vision for Hartford. There's going to be a lot of people talking about their plans for Hartford. I will be one of them. On your table is a card. McCauley for mayor. I want you to take it and put it in your wallet. Because as we go down this campaign trail, a lot of these things are going to be televised. I'm going to be depending upon you to hold me accountable. If you see me say something stupid, my cell phone number is on the card. If you hear me say something stupid, my cell phone number is on the card. That has been my public only contact number for 10 years. It is my cell phone number. It's not going to change. That'll fit in your wallet. It'll fit in your purse. If leadership doesn't have someone to hold them accountable, it is not likely that they will go astray. They will go astray. That is the nature of power. And in a representative republic such as we have, that's my job, to represent you. But it's your job to keep me in check. This is your government. I am applying to work for you. You are not minions on my land, and you are not living on a plantation.
Time.
McCauleyForMayor.com. In my never to be humble opinion, the NDC has no intention of hiring minorities to the degree that they must.
Right.
So this is a matter of political will, and it comes down to which one of us do you trust to make sure that the NDC's feet are held to the fire. This is not rocket science. This is just flat out plain discrimination. And in full transparency, I do work for the NDC. But I've also protested in front of the MDC. I've produced shows against the MDC as well as for the MDC. But it is what it is.
That's okay. You
And until someone gets in there that's going to hold the MDC's feet to the fire, we will be having this discussion at the next election.
True. Let's get rid of the guns up there.
A member of the mayor's Green Ribbon Task Force, which recommended appointing a highly paid parks director, became the acting parks director. Do you have an issue with that? And if so, what steps would you take to prevent it from happening going forward?
Pave the way for a job. Okay, let's hear it, Stan.
I have a big problem with that. It seems, to me, an obvious conflict. You serve on a commission, you render your findings, and then you wind up with the responsibility of leading the effort to put in the things that you say should be done. I think while there's probably nothing illegal, it speaks of a kind of entitlement, smacks of potential quid pro. It's just messy.
Yeah, how would you do that?
I wouldn't do anything like that. And once again, this comes down to an issue of who do you trust not to do these kinds of things? Because at the end of the day, the power and the decision to do so rests in the office of the mayor. Will he or won't he do these kinds of things? All I can tell you is it wouldn't happen under my watch.
Mr. Mayor?
Based on the U.S. Census Bureau statistics in 2010 isn't out yet, the city of Hartford is over 70% minority. The city's minority business enterprise goals calls for 15% of the construction contracts to go to minority and women-owned contractors on city work, and for 20% to go to minority and women-owned contractors on the Hartford School Building Program. Question: do you have a plan to increase the minority contractor participation on city construction contracts, given that much of the work goes to white women-owned contractors that may not be truly women-owned?
It would be nice to just implement what's on the books, let alone a plan to move forward. This, I don't want to sound like a broken record. Maybe it's just the questions I get saddled with. This is a matter of political will. I mean, what was the minority compliance piece on the previous projects doing? We're just done with the schools and the other things that have been done. You've got the NDC, quote unquote, big D. You've got the schools. A lot of minority businesses went out of business because they weren't paid. And there's different ways to undermine the effectiveness of legislation or ordinances that are put in place. The bottom line here is, will someone make the rules stick? Or is someone going to be working against the interest of the whole that has already gone through all of the debate to make these rules and put them in play? If you're supposed to have 15% minority set aside, then you make it happen. When you want something to happen, you make it happen.
Yeah.
If I were to put all of you all in F-15s, and that was the only way we want to defend ourselves, you all would learn how to fly F-15s. You don't need to have a special degree. We will train you. So it's a matter of political will.
Yeah.
Do we want to do it? The current answer to that question is the obvious end result. No. It's not rocket science. Under my administration, this will change.
Because you're going to make sure they give a job for the people.
First, let me thank the African American Alliance for the opportunity that they have given, not only the four of us, but all of you. This is the start of the campaign and debate season, right here, right now. And so there's a lot more information that you all will need to hear. I have two opponents and one incumbent. Quite frankly, all of the relationships that matter go to the chair of the office of the mayor. And until you're sitting in that chair, not a single relationship matters. I'm not running against this man or against these two. I'm running for you. When I started this out 4 years ago, these guys weren't up here. This isn't about us being friends. This is about us presenting our issues to you, the voters. You all will make the determination. Money is not going to win this election. You will decide who wins. Quite frankly, the campaign that matters most starts November the 8th at 6 a.m. and it ends November the 8th at 8 a.m. Every dime spent, every word said is meant to get you to the poll to vote for one of us. That's the only contest that matters. The one where you cast the most valuable currency that you can have in this country, your vote. McCauleyformayor.com, because you deserve more than a 30-second soundbite. If you do not have my website and you don't have a computer, you have my phone number. It's in your comment there. Give me a call, we'll sit down, we'll have coffee, and I will explain to you how I intend to make Hartford one of the top 10 small cities in the United States and directly cut our homicide rate by 50%. Those are strong words, they need to be backed up. It's up to you to make sure I do it.